I said I need more time. I told Mr. Briggs. My voice shook. My hand shook too. The wind pushed dust across my small home, and the door rattled behind me. No more time, he said. You pay today, or you lose everything. I don't have the money, I whispered. He smiled like danger. Then find a way. Mara ran to me and grabbed my arm. Asha, please don't let him take us. I won't, I said. I tried to sound strong, but fear controlled my voice. Mr. Briggs leaned closer. Your father owed me. Now you pay. Simple. I can't. I don't have anything left. You have one thing, he said. Your name. Your face. Someone wants them. I stared at him. What do you mean? He pointed toward the road. Go to Jaxon Hale. He needs a wife for one day. You do it, and your debt is gone. My breath stopped. Jaxon Hale? The ranch owner. The richest man in this town, he said, and the most dangerous. I can't go to him, I said. You need to, Briggs replied. Or I take your house. And your sister. Mara gasped. No, please don't. I pulled her behind me. I'll handle this. You have 1 hour, Briggs said. Choose escape or pain. He rode away, dust rising behind his horse. Mara burst into tears. Asha, don't go to him. People say he hurts girls. I don't want to go, I said softly, but I need to protect you. You promised me we stay together, she cried. I remember, I said. Home, danger, truth. I know all of it, but I need courage now. She held my hand tight. Don't leave me. I'll be back by night, I said. It's just one day. I hoped it was true. I reached Jaxon Hale's ranch when the sun kissed the land. The house stood tall like it ruled the whole desert. Horses moved in the corral. Cowboys watched me from the fence. I feel sick, I whispered. Elijah stepped out of the barn. You lost, he asked. No, I said. I need to see Jaxon. His eyes narrowed. Why? It's about a promise, I said. He studied me. Follow me. We walked through the large wooden house. Everything felt heavy, expensive, like power had a smell. He stopped at a door. He's inside. Try not to say something stupid. I'll try, I said. The door opened. Jaxon Hale stood by the window, coat hanging off his shoulder, black hair messy from the wind. His voice was cold. Speak quickly. I swallowed hard. I came because Mr. Briggs sent me. He turned. His eyes met mine. I felt something sharp inside me. Pain. Fear. I didn't know. And why would Briggs send you? He asked. He said you need a wife, I said. Just for a day. Jaxon looked at me like I was a puzzle he didn't want to solve. And you agreed to this? He asked. I had no choice, I said. He will take my home. He will hurt my sister. Jaxon walked closer. Say your name. Asha, I whispered. Look at me when you speak, he said. I forced myself to look up. His eyes were dark, tired, dangerous. Why should I trust you? He asked. You shouldn't, I said. But I need help. And what do I get in return? I pretend to be your wife, I said. Only for one day. He stared at me for a long time. You don't know what you are offering. I know enough, I said. I know fear. And I know need. Why would you give yourself to a stranger? He asked. Because it saves my sister, I said. Because it saves our home. His jaw tightened. Briggs is a snake. I know, I said. But I need truth. And you need something too. What makes you think I need you? He asked. I don't, I said. But Briggs said you agreed. Jaxon looked away, then sighed. I need a witness for court. Someone clean. Someone people believe. I can do that, I said. He looked back at me. You don't even know me. You don't know me either. Something in his eyes changed, just a small flicker. Then he said, fine. You'll play the role. Relief hit me like water. Thank you. Don't thank me yet, he said. You will stay here until the case is done. My heart dropped. Stay. You said one day. One day in court, he said. But you must stay until then. I need to go home tonight, I said. My sister. She will be safe, he said. Elijah will send a message. No, I said. I need to see her. Jaxon stepped closer. You made a deal. Don't argue. It wasn't a real deal, I whispered. He stopped inches from me. It is now. Fear crawled up my neck. I only need 1 day, I said again. He studied my face like he was trying to read every memory inside me. 1 day, he repeated slowly. That's what you want. Yes, but 1 day with me can change everything, he said. Are you ready for that? No, I said, but I will do it anyway. His lips twitched, maybe a smile, maybe not. You're braver than you look. I'm scared, I said. Good, he said. Fear keeps people honest. I'm not lying. I know, he said softly. That's the problem. He walked past me. Clara will prepare a room for you. I don't want a room, I said. I want my home. You'll get it back, he said, after you finish what you promised. I felt trapped already. I followed him down the hall. The house felt colder now, bigger, like danger lived in every wall. Jaxon opened a door. You sleep here. I won't stay long, I said. You'll stay long enough. Enough for what? I asked. For me to win, he said, and for you to understand the truth. What truth? I whispered. That nothing in this world is only 1 day. His voice felt heavy, sad, almost broken. I stepped into the room. In that moment, I felt something deep inside me whisper, this is the deal that will destroy my life. Chapter 2. His wife for a day, his property forever. I walked beside Jaxon, and my legs felt weak. He said my name like it was already his claim. I tried to stay calm, but my heart hit hard. The court building looked cold under the morning sun. Jaxon said, stay close. And I moved beside him. I whispered, I feel danger. But he didn't answer. Inside the hall, every eye turned toward me. I wanted to hide, but I forced myself forward. Sheriff Alden watched me with sharp, slow eyes. His stare said he knew my truth, and I shook. He said, you look nervous. And I almost ran. Jaxon stepped in front of me like a shield. He said, my wife is fine, with a cold voice. The word wife hit me harder than the fear. I said nothing, but my breath felt heavy. Jaxon held my hand like he owned my skin. I whispered, please stop. But he squeezed tighter. Sheriff Alden smiled like he smelled a secret. He asked questions, and Jaxon spoke with calm power. I only stood there, trying not to fall apart. The judge asked my name, and I said it softly. My voice shook, and I hated that weakness. Jaxon said, she is mine. Before I even breathed, everyone stared at me like I was bought. I felt heat rise in my face, shame and fear. A woman whispered, she looks too scared to love. I wished I could melt into the wooden floor. The court ended fast, but my heart stayed trapped. When we walked out, Sheriff Alden blocked my path. He said, you lie well, with a slow grin. I whispered, I just need to go home. He leaned close and said, you won't. Jaxon pulled me away before I broke down. He said, don't talk to him again. I whispered, you promised only 1 day. He said, 1 day changed things. My chest tightened, and I looked toward the road. I needed escape, air, truth, anything that felt mine. Jaxon said, come with me, and walked ahead. I followed because I feared what happened otherwise. When we reached his ranch, I tried to breathe. I said, I did my part. Let me go now. He didn't look back, and that scared me more. He said, you made a promise, and I keep promises. His voice was soft, but the softness felt dangerous. I grabbed his arm and said, please hear me. He turned, eyes dark, and said, no. I stepped back because the air around him shifted. Fear wrapped me like a rope around my chest. I ran toward the gate, desperate to escape danger. Elijah stepped out from the barn and blocked me. He said, don't run. He always catches runners. I shouted, I need my home and my sister. Elijah said, storms chase you harder when you run. I said, he can't keep me here. Elijah sighed and said, he already is. My stomach dropped, and pain hit my chest. I whispered, "I made a mistake." Elijah nodded like he already knew this truth. I walked back slowly, feeling like the earth sank. Jaxon waited on the porch, arms crossed tight. He said, "Done running," with a cold tone. I said, "You can't own my life." He looked at me like I was something fragile. He said, "I protect what is mine." My voice rose. "I'm not yours." He stepped closer, and fear climbed my spine. He said, "You will stay until I say otherwise." I backed away, shaking, trying not to cry. He didn't follow, but he watched every step. Inside the room, I locked the door fast. My hands shook as I leaned against the wall. I whispered, "I need courage. I need escape." Night fell slow, heavy, and full of fear. I sat on the floor, waiting for silence. A knock hit the door, soft but strong. Jaxon said, "Open the door." I hugged myself and said, "Go away." He said, "You're not leaving." "Not yet." His voice dropped low, shaking my whole body. He said, "I need you here. Accept it." I felt pain, regret, and truth collide inside me. I whispered, "I want my freedom." I breathed slow, trying to calm myself down. Chapter 3. The House That Kept Me. I walked into the ranch house, and my chest felt tight. "This place feels strange," I said. Clara gave me a soft smile. "You are safe here," she said. "Please rest." I nodded, but fear stayed inside me like cold wind. "Where do I sleep?" I asked. Clara pointed to a small room near the stairs. "Jaxon said you stay there," she said. Her voice was kind, but the rule was not. "Why that room?" I asked. "He wants you close," she said. That word close felt like a lock on my door. When I entered the room, I whispered, "It feels like a cage." Clara heard me. "A cage can still hold comfort," she said. I shook my head. Comfort is not freedom. Later, I walked to the kitchen and saw Jaxon near the fire. His back was turned, but he spoke before I moved. "You find a room?" he asked. "Yes," I said, "but I want to choose for myself." He turned, eyes steady. "You stay where I said. It keeps order." "Order for you or for me?" I asked. He looked into the fire. "Both," he said. His tone carried weight, not anger. I tried to walk past him, but he stepped just enough to make me feel watched. "Do you always decide everything here?" I asked. His jaw tightened. "I decide what keeps the house safe." "I am not a threat," I said. He held my gaze. "People become threats when they run." I felt my breath shake. "I only want space," I said. "Space comes after trust," he replied. Trust. A simple word, but sharp. I stepped away, but Nora blocked the hall. Her arms were crossed, and her smile was cruel. "So the new little wife has rules too," she said. "How sweet." I kept my voice calm. "I am not his wife." She laughed. "He calls you that. It is enough." "It is only for a short time," I said. Nora moved closer, eyes cold. "No, he keeps what he wants. He kept me once." My heart jumped. "Then why me?" I asked. Her smile faded. I asked myself that every day. Her words hurt more than I expected. "He does not care for me," I said. "He does," she whispered. "But care from him is not gentle." She leaned in. "Be careful." I went outside to breathe. The night air felt heavy but wide. Elijah stood near the barn, watching me. "You should stay close," he said. "Night holds danger." I looked at him. Danger lives inside walls too. He hesitated. "Jaxon is not cruel," he said. "He is broken." I folded my arms. "Broken still hurts." Elijah nodded slowly. "He needs someone who does not lie." His words cut deep. I wondered if truth was the reason I was here. When I walked back, Jaxon stood by the door. "Where did you go?" he asked, voice tight. "I needed air," I said. "I needed my own space." He stepped closer. "Your space is here until things settle." "This is control, not care," I said. For the first time, his face softened. "Maybe I do both," he whispered. I felt a strange pull inside me. Fear mixed with something warm. "Why me?" I asked. His answer came slow. You speak truth. Everyone else speaks fear. I looked down. Truth does not mean I want to stay. He nodded once. Maybe not, but it means you see me. I did not know what that meant. I did not want to know. I stepped into the small room again and closed the door. My heart felt heavy but awake. I sat on the bed and looked at the window, wishing for escape, but also wondering why Jaxon's pain looked so real. The house felt like a cage, yes, but a cage with stories in its walls, stories I needed to understand before I could break free. I lay down slowly, listening to the quiet night press against the walls. My mind replayed every voice, every warning. I did not know if tomorrow would free me or trap me, but I knew one thing. This house wanted my truth. Chapter 4. The Truth That Broke Me. I sat behind the barn and tried to breathe. My hands shook, and my chest felt tight. I kept repeating the same words in my head. I need truth. I need peace. I need escape. Then old man Hartley walked toward me. He moved slow, but his eyes were sharp. He said, "Girl, you need to hear this now." I said I was tired. He said he did not care. He looked at my face and said my father hurt Jaxon's family long ago. I felt the world move. I asked how he knew. He said he saw everything and kept it inside for years. I said I did not understand. Hartley sighed and told me Jaxon did not choose me by chance. He said Jaxon needed someone close to my father. I felt my stomach drop. I asked why Jaxon never told me. Hartley said Jaxon wanted revenge first and mercy later. His voice was calm, but it cut deep. I asked what my father did. He said my father took money, land, and trust. He said Jaxon paid the price as a boy. I felt pain rise inside me. I said I came here to help Mara, not fight old ghosts. Hartley nodded and told me to face Jaxon myself. I walked back to the house with a heavy heart. My boots hit the dirt, and every step hurt. Jaxon stood on the porch, watching me with cold eyes. I said, "We need to talk." He said he knew this moment would come. I felt anger grow inside me. I said I needed truth, not control. He said truth had teeth. I stepped closer and asked if he used me to hurt my father. His jaw tightened. He did not answer. I felt tears rise. I said I trusted him, even when I feared him. He looked away, and that hurt more than any lie. "I need your voice," I said. "I need your truth." Jaxon finally spoke. He said my father ruined his home, his safety, and his peace. He said he wanted to hurt him back. I asked why he chose me. He said he saw my father in my eyes the first time we met. That broke me. I said, "So I was a tool." His voice cracked. He said he planned revenge, but found something else in me: fear, honesty, and strange courage. I shook my head. I said pain still felt like pain. He reached for me, but I stepped away. I told him I needed space. He said he could not let me walk away like this. I felt heat rise in my chest. I said I was not his prisoner. He said he knew that, but he feared losing me. I said fear was not love. He said he never learned love without fear. My hand shook. I said he hurt me more than he knew. He said he hurt too. I asked why he did not tell me earlier. He said truth can kill trust. I said lies kill faster. His eyes softened, but I turned from him and walked into the yard. I felt my legs weaken, but I kept walking. The wind hit my face, and it felt cold. I said softly, "I need air." I heard his steps behind me. He said my name in a broken voice. I said I could not hear more. He said he never wanted to keep me forever. He wanted to keep me safe. I said control was not safety. He said he knew I came from pain. I said pain made me careful, not weak. He walked closer and touched my arm gently. I pulled back. I said I needed time to breathe and see myself again. I turned to leave, but he caught my arm with a soft grip. His hand trembled. I looked at his face and saw fear, not anger. He said, "I did not plan to keep you, but I could not let you go." His voice broke, and for the first time, I saw the boy inside the man. I said he should have let me choose. He nodded slowly, eyes wet. I said choice was the only thing I ever wanted. He whispered that he would give me that now. I stepped back and felt my heart shake. I said I needed space to heal. He let my arm go at last. I walked away slowly, trying to hold my pain and new hope together. Chapter 5. The night everything fell apart. I heard the knock first. It was loud and hard, like danger. I felt my chest drop. Asha. Mara cried from the back room. Who is here? I told her to stay quiet. I opened the door a little, and Sheriff Alden pushed it wide with his boot. His cold eyes went straight to me. You need to come with me, he said. Jaxon owes me land, and you're part of the deal. I'm not going, I said. My voice shook. I stay here. He grabbed my arm. His grip hurt. The night air felt sharp on my skin. You come now, he said. This house isn't your home. I tried to pull away, but he was strong. I felt fear jump into my throat. Let me go, I said, but he only smiled. Then Jaxon stepped out from the shadows behind him. Touch her again, he said in a low voice, and you lose that hand. Alden laughed. She is nothing. You can't protect her. Jaxon moved fast. He pulled Alden off me and threw him to the ground. Dust rose around them. She stays with me, Jaxon said. Alden stood and brushed dirt from his coat. You don't own her, he said. You tricked her into that deal. I know everything. My blood ran cold. Jackson's eyes changed. He looked at me like he wanted to speak but couldn't. Don't listen to him, Jaxon said. Alden pointed at me. He trapped you. He used your fear. He used your sister. Ask him. I felt my hand shake. Jaxon, I said. Is that true? He didn't answer. His jaw tightened. His silence hurt more than any lie. Alden pulled out a paper. I can take her away right now, he said. The law is on my side. Jaxon tore the paper from his hand and threw it into the dirt. You won't take her, he said. Alden punched him hard. Jaxon stumbled back. I cried. Stop, but neither man heard me. They fought like two storms crashing. Fists hit skin. Dust flew. The lantern by the door shook with each blow. You don't care about her, Alden shouted. You just want power. Jaxon hit him again. I care, he said. His voice broke. Then I heard Mara scream. Asha. She ran out with tears on her cheeks. Alden grabbed her by the arm. Come here, girl, he said. She cried and tried to pull away. Something inside me snapped. Leave her. I shouted and ran toward them. Jaxon ran too. Alden swung at me, but Jaxon pushed me aside and took the hit himself. The sound was sickening. Jaxon fell to one knee, blood on his mouth. I held him. Why did you do that? I whispered. I had to, he said. His hand touched my face for a second. His eyes looked soft, like memory and pain mixed together. Alden wiped blood from his lip. This isn't over, he said. I'll use everything he did. I'll burn him down. He looked at us like we were already broken. Then he walked away into the dark. I helped Jaxon stand. Mara held my hand tight. The night felt heavy, like the whole world fell apart at once. Jaxon tried to speak, but he only said my name. I saw fear in his eyes, but also something else, regret, maybe even love. And I knew then he was not my enemy. Not anymore. Blood stained the dirt. Glass from the lantern lay broken on the ground. My heart hurt, but I felt truth inside me. Alden had power now. He knew what Jaxon did to trap me. He would use it to destroy both of us. And I knew our lives would never be the same after this night. I felt the night close in, holding all our fear, pain, and uncertain hope. Chapter 6. The Choice That Changed Me. I need to talk, I said. I can't stay like this. Jaxon looked at me with tired eyes. Talk then. I want freedom, I said. I need my own choice. He sighed and rubbed his face. I knew this day came. I stood still. You kept me in this house. Why? He looked away. I was scared. Scared of what? I asked. Losing you, he said. Losing anyone. That makes no sense, I said. You barely knew me. I knew enough, he said. I saw fear in you. I saw hope too. I felt danger, I said. I felt control. He nodded. I tried to stop that. I shook my head. You made it worse. His voice dropped. Everyone left me. Everyone died or walked away. So you locked me here. I asked. He stayed silent. Say something, I said. Say the truth. He whispered. I didn't want to lose you. You never had me, I said. I came for one day. His shoulders fell, and I wanted more. I can't stay like this, I said. I need choice, not chains. I never meant to hurt you, he said. I know, I said, but you still did. We stood in quiet pain. Then footsteps hit the floor. Nora walked in with a cold smile. What a sweet scene. Nora, leave, Jaxon said. No, she said. I have something fun. My chest tightened. What now? She waved a folded paper. Your little deal. I froze. Where did you get that? Does it matter? She asked. This proves you lied. Jaxon stepped forward. Give it. No, she said. I will show the sheriff. I will ruin her. I felt fear crawl into my bones. This helps no one, I said. It helps me, she said. He should have picked me. Jaxon growled. Nora. Stay back, she said. I want her gone. You can't do this, I said. I had no choice. You always have a choice, Nora said. You chose money. I chose my sister, I said. I chose survival. Nora laughed. Such a sad story. Jaxon's voice turned sharp. Give the paper now. No, she said. She leaves today. I'm not leaving, I said quietly. They both stared at me. Jaxon whispered. What? I'm not running, I said. Not today. Nora scoffed. You think he wants you now. I don't care what he wants, I said. I care about truth. I stepped closer. You want to hurt me? Do it, but don't lie. Nora blinked, shocked. I made a mistake, I said. I paid for it every day. Jaxon whispered. Asha. But I also saw good here, I said. I saw hope. Nora shook her head. You're insane. I'm tired, I said. Tired of fear. I looked at Jaxon. If I stay, it's my choice. He whispered. I want you to stay. I know, I said. But you must let me breathe. He nodded slowly. I can try. Nora glared at us. You both deserve pain. I held out my hand. Give me the paper. No, she said. Then burn it, I said. End the game. Nora froze again. What? Burn it, I said. You want power? Take it away. Jaxon stared at me like he saw me for the first time. Nora looked shaken. You're not afraid? I am, I said. But fear can't rule me. Nora's hand trembled. Then she threw the paper to the floor and stomped out. The door slammed. I let out a long breath. Jaxon stepped closer. You were brave. I was tired, I said. He shook his head. No. You chose courage. I felt tears burn my eyes. I just want peace. You will have it, he said softly. I swear. I whispered. Let me choose my place here. You will, he said. I won't cage you again. For the first time, I believed him. I felt something change inside me. Not fear. Not pain. Choice. Real choice. And it changed everything. I sat down on the small bench by the wall. My hand still shook. Jaxon sat beside me. Tell me what you need. I need space, I said. I need air. You will have both, he said. And I need honesty, I said. No more secrets. He nodded. I can give that. I looked at the window. I want to help my sister. I want safety. You and Mara are safe here, he said. You will see it, he said. I will show you. His voice softened again. Will you stay tonight? I will stay, I said, but not because of fear. He touched his chest. Then stay because of trust. I'm trying, I said. Trust is slow. For the first time, I felt hope move inside me like a small light. I breathed. Chapter 7. When the past came back for us. I stood near the yard and tried to calm my breath. Mara held my arm and said, Please don't leave me. I feel danger. Her voice shook. I said, I won't go. I made a promise to keep you safe. I tried to sound brave, but fear sat in my chest like a heavy stone. Mr. Briggs rode in with 3 men. Dust rose behind them. He said, I came for the money. His eyes moved to Mara, and I came for her fear. Mara hid behind me. I said, You will not touch her. My voice felt weak, but I did not step back. Briggs laughed. You think you can stop me? You owe me more than money. You owe me control. I held Mara tighter. She whispered, we need help. I said, Jaxon will come. I prayed I was right. Jaxon stepped out from the barn. His face looked cold and hard. He said, I will pay. Leave them. Briggs shook his head. No, I want the girl too. He pointed at me. She stays with me. She can pay her own way. My heart hit my ribs. I said, I am not yours. Briggs smiled. You were never hers either, Jaxon. Jaxon moved fast. You don't speak her name. His voice cut the air like a knife. Briggs's men stepped forward. Jaxon said, stay back. This ends now. Briggs laughed again. You think your power can stop me? Jaxon said, I don't need power. I just need truth. Then everything broke at once. One man rushed at Jaxon. Jaxon hit him first. The man fell on the dust. Mara screamed, stop. Another man grabbed her arm. I pulled her back and shouted, let her go. He tried to drag her. I kicked his leg. He cursed and let go. Briggs ran at me. I stepped back into the fence. He grabbed my wrist. I said, let me go. His grip hurt. Jaxon hit him from the side, and Briggs fell. Dust rose around us. My throat burned. I said, Jaxon, stop. You will get hurt. But he kept going. Briggs swung at him. The blow hit Jackson's ribs. Jaxon stumbled, but did not fall. He said, you don't touch her. Not now. Not ever. His voice was low and full of fire. He hit Briggs again. Briggs fell to the ground and stayed there. His men pulled him up and ran. Mara cried and held my hand. Is it over? I said, yes. We are safe. But when I turned, Jaxon fell to his knees. Blood ran from his arm. I said, no, stay with me. I ran to him. He tried to smile. I'm fine. I said, you are not fine. You need help. My hand shook. He leaned on me. You stood in front of him, he said. You chose danger. I said, I chose Mara, and I chose truth. He closed his eyes for a moment. I knew you were brave, he said. I knew it the day you walked into my life. I held his face. I never hated you, I said. Not truly. I hated the pain. I hated the fear. But not you. His breath slowed. I knew, he whispered. I knew you were mine the second I saw you. I pulled him close. Don't say that. Don't leave. We still need hope. We still need home. Mara knelt beside us. Please stay awake, she said. Jaxon opened his eyes. I'm not going anywhere, he said. Not if you want me. I said, I want you. But I want truth too. He nodded. Then I will give you truth. All of it. No more secrets. His voice cracked. I held him tighter. The night wind moved the dust around us. I whispered, we survived danger. We survived fear. We can survive this too. He breathed slowly. With you, he said. Always with you. I stayed there, holding him, until help came. And in that moment, I knew the past came for us, but we faced it together. I felt peace slowly rise inside me as the dark night finally softened around. Chapter 8. I stayed because I chose to. I sat beside Jaxon and watched his slow breath. The room felt calm now. The danger was gone. Mara was safe. The debts were gone. But my heart still asked one thing. Do you hear me, Jaxon? I said softly. I need to tell you something. His eyes opened a little. I hear you, he said. Say it. I took a slow breath. I want to stay, I said. But I want to live as myself. I don't want to feel owned. I don't want fear in my home. He looked at me with tired eyes. I never wanted you to fear me. You did scare me, I said. But I also saw your pain. I saw your truth. I saw your heart fight itself. He touched my hand slowly. I tried to let you go, he said. But I felt something I never felt before. What did you feel? I asked. Hope, he said. His voice shook, and it touched me deeply. I held his hand tighter. Then don't hold me with fear, I said. Hold me with trust. I can try, he said. If you stay. I nodded. I choose to stay. But I stay as your equal, not your deal, not your revenge, not your promise to my father. I stay because I want this life. His breath grew steadier. Then stay as my equal, he said. Stay because you want me. I felt my heart open. I do want you, I said. I want peace too. That peace is yours, he said. I will not take it again. I brushed his hair from his face. Good, I said, because I need space to heal. You will have it, he said. Clara entered the room with warm tea. She smiled at us. You both look calmer, she said. I feel calmer, I said. The house feels different. It is different, Clara said. You brought light here. Jaxon let out a soft breath. She did. Clara left us with a knowing smile. The room grew quiet again. I looked out the window at the open field. The sky was wide and calm. I want to walk, I said. Go, Jaxon said. I'll be here. I stepped outside. The wind touched my face. The ranch house once felt like a cage. Now it felt like a place waiting for new memories. I walked past the barn, past the horses, past the old fence. My steps felt light. I felt strong again. When I reached the far fence, I saw him. Jaxon stood there, leaning on the wood, waiting for me. His face looked open, unsure, almost shy. It made me smile. I walked toward him slowly. My heart did not race with fear this time. It beat with calm truth. You walked far, he said. I needed air, I said. And I needed to see you like this. Like what, he asked. Like a man who cares, I said. He looked down. I do care. I touched the fence beside his hand. Then show it with trust. Show it with respect. I will, he said. I promise. We stood in quiet wind. It felt gentle, like a new start. I watched the field move with the breeze. For the first time, I felt free inside my own skin. Jaxon looked at me with calm eyes. Not control. Not anger. Just truth. You came here for one day, he said. And you changed everything. I came for one day, I said. And I stayed because I chose you. His voice softened. And I choose you too. The wind carried our words away, but the meaning stayed. I felt peace settle inside me. I felt hope rise. I felt my life begin again today. I looked at him and smiled. Let's build a new home, I said. With you, he said. I can build anything.